gods of our land. What is this? What is going on? Everywhere is turning upside down.
Hey, what are you doing here?
My name is Ikenna, the son of Let's Uduma, Obiako of Enyato Kingdom. I come in peace. I'm on my way to Miriamuma.
Where you are going is not my problem. Why would you take what does not belong to you?
I picked it up from here. I am so hungry, so I decided to eat it so I will not die of hunger. Please, forgive me. Please forgive me. It wasn't intentional. I didn't know the rules of this place. Please, I'm sorry.
I will spare your life because your heart is pure.
Who are you?
I am the god of this place. Leave now, before my anger becomes too much.
I am just from the palace. I went to see the king.
So, how is the king?
He is not getting better, Anyoko. Anyoko, are you sure our Igwe will survive this sickness?
Our king will survive this sickness. The moment Ikenna returns to the water from Miriamuma. And so long as he meets the king alive.
Are you saying the king will die if Ikenna does not return?
Only the gods have an answer to the question you ask.
Hey. Talking about Ikenna, what did the gods tell you? Will he make it?
Only the gods have the answer to your question. I personally do not know what is happening at the moment. What is happening to him, wherever he is at the moment, I do not know.
What's going on? You've been standing before me for some time now without saying anything. I don't understand. Didn't you tell the princess I'm outside? I mean, I want to see her.
I did.
So, where is she?
She's in her chambers.
What?
Yes.
In her chambers. I don't understand. Why?
Obina, please. You really need to start going, please.
Hold on. Let me get this thing straight. I need to start going. I don't understand. Did the princess actually instruct you to ask me to leave?
Obina. Yes, she did. The princess, she's not in her right frame of mind to see you or anybody. So please, you need to start going. I don't want her to come out here now and see you. She should be angry with me. Please go.
Greetings to you, Father.
Young man, why is your face like this? Did you quarrel or fight with anybody?
Father, I did not fight with anybody.
Then why is your face looking so gloomy? What's the problem? Talk to me.
Father.
Yes.
I am just coming back from the palace. I went to see the princess. Father, can you imagine? Can you imagine the princess asked her maiden to order me out of the palace? I mean, Father, what sort of an insult was that?
Cholo, wait. What did you go to the palace to discuss with the princess?
Father, I went to the palace to discuss with the princess regarding our marriage.
Which marriage?
My marriage to the princess, of course.
Marriage? Obinna, are you truly the son I gave birth to?
How do you mean, Father?
You went to the palace to discuss with the princess about marriage? Do you know what the princess is going through? Do you?
Father, what wrong have I committed? No, Father, what crime have I committed to go to the palace to discuss with the princess on what matters to me?
Will you shut up, Obinna? Shut up! Do you know what the princess is going through? Everyone in the whole kingdom, including me, we are looking for a way to solve the problems that we have in this kingdom. And all you can think about is marriage. What stupid marriage are you talking about? Are you truly my son? I'm disappointed at you. Obinna. Hey, marriage. Marriage bakwako. Oh, Obinna. I'm really disappointed at you. You don't sound like my son. Marriage.
Father, it hasn't gotten to that.
It hasn't
Father,
beyond
it
that.
has not gotten to this.
Marriage. Marriage bakwako. Will you shut up and don't talk about marriage? I'm not a solution to our problem. We are looking for a solution. And this marriage. Nonsense.
I thank the gods of my ancestors for bringing me to this river so I can behold this beautiful maiden.
Who are you?
My name is Ikenna Obiako, the son of late Oduma Obiako of Enyato Kingdom. Please, are you human or are you the goddess of beauty?
What type of question is that?
Because I've never seen someone as beautiful as you are. You are so beautiful.
I am human just like you. My name is Mburuma.
Mama, permit me to say that you are the most beautiful lady on this earth. I thank the gods for bringing you my way.
You said you're from Enyato Kingdom. What are you doing on this land?
I am headed to Miriam Amuma to fetch from it.
Miriamuma is very far from where you are.
Yes, I must fetch from Miriamuma and go back to my kingdom immediately so I can save my king and my people.
The gods forbid that I allow you continue this journey.
What do you mean by that?
You are in a journey that you would never return alive. Tell me, why did you accept to die for something you know nothing about?
You speak so much about the journey I'm embarking on as if you know something about it. Who are you?
What I carry, you do not carry. What I see, you do not see. Son of Uduma Obiako, return back to your land. Save your life and save your destiny.
I see. I see you're not just an ordinary human like me. And that makes you the perfect woman I've been searching for all my life. Yes. Yes. Ah, please, will you be my bride?
Mother, am I truly a woman?
What kind of question is that?
Mother, please answer me. I really want to know.
My daughter, you are a woman, a very beautiful one at that. Your beauty is second to none.
Mother, did the gods curse me?
May the gods forbid. You are not cursed, my daughter.
If truly that I'm not cursed, and I'm as beautiful as you make it sound, why is it that no man has come to ask for my hand in marriage?
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Mother, I've been really worried.
My daughter, you are a very special child. The gods have a reason for making you whom you are. The very day both of you will set eyes on each other, that same day, he will ask for your hand in marriage.
This is very funny. A man will meet a maiden for the very first time, and that same day he will ask for her hand in marriage.
The way of the gods is not the way of man. Do not say no to him on the day you will encounter him.
You have been staring at me for some time now without saying a word. What is it? Don't you want to marry me?
Even before we were conceived in our mother's womb, the gods already knew a day like this will come. Ours is a destiny that must be fulfilled. Yes, I'll marry you.
You marry me? I thank the gods. I call upon the spirit, the great spirit that dwells in Inyocha River, and all the spirits around this place to witness this union between this beautiful maiden and I. I take her to be my bride, and I seal it with Ajala of Inyocha.
Do you really know the implication of what you just did?
Yes. Yes, I know. My father taught me all I need to know. As a noble man of Inyato, I know exactly what I did. And I have no reason to regret anything.
She's a daughter of light.
I thank the gods that I can see this day. My son, you will live to go back to your kingdom and come back with your people to perform the marriage rites.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much. But going back to my people without the sacred butter, Miriamuma, simply means I failed.
Her spirit is ready.
They will not be happy with me if anything happens to the king.
Nothing will happen to your king. He must be alive to see destiny come to fulfillment.
Destiny? What is this destiny you're talking about?
The liberation of Enuato people from the hands of the evil men that has taken over the place lies on your shoulders. You must allow the gods to liberate the people of Enuato kingdom through you. Else, they will witness great calamities and help will not come from anywhere.
This is very serious. Very, very serious. But is there nothing else I can do to get the sacred Miliamoma back to my people, Enyato? At least let it be on record that I got the water they sent me to go and fetch.
If I were you, I will do as I've been told. Ikenna, your life is very important at this point. Because without you, nothing will work out.
Idiots. Prostitutes. Move out! Huh? You're not ashamed of yourself. Huh? Idiot! You, my friend, I don't want to lose it now. Anumano. Fool! You're not ashamed of yourself.
Hey! Stop it! What is all that? What did my wife do and why? Why this public embarrassment?
Hey! How dare you give her that prestigious title, wife, to this shameless idiot? Harlot!
Did I hear you right? How dare you call my wife a prostitute?
She's a prostitute. We caught her making love with Tony in the bush.
What did you say?
You heard me well. I said we caught this shameless harlot making love with Tony in the bush.
And who is this Tony? Somebody answer me!
A young man from the neighboring village. Immediately we caught them. He ran away.
Take her away.
I'm sorry.
So this is true.
The handwork of the devil.
You've been cheating on me with this Tony you've been mentioning all the while I sleep with you. Mimi!
Guy, let's move.
Come on, stop it. Mimi, so this is true. You've been cheating on me with this Tony. Ah!
Okay.
What's the meaning of that? Huh? Are we all going to sit here and listen to this cock and bull story he's telling us?
Your Majesty. Yes, I beg of you, calm down, please.
Oh no, please. Don't tell me to calm down. Don't. Because it's the life of my husband, the king of this land, that is involved here. I know nothing good will ever come out from this man.
Hey, please, Your Majesty, watch your tongue. Don't forget, he is the leader of the masquerade group.
The leader of a masquerade group? A leader of a masquerade group who cannot save the life of his king and the entire kingdom. Such man does not deserve such a sensitive and powerful position.
But honestly, I don't see the reason for us to start panicking when there's still a way out of this situation.
Wait, are you suggesting we follow what he said? Or, wait, how are we even sure he's telling us the truth? No, hold on. How are we sure the solution he's profiling is going to work? How are we sure?
Do you have any other suggestion?
We will have suggestion.
It's okay. Eye of the gods. He has not said anything all this while.
I have not said anything all this while. Because words are sacred and must not be abused. Mona Madiana has a call for here. Mona Madana no no to watch. The spirits and mortals do not attend the same market, the same period. Spirits and mortals do not share the same seat. It is not done. May the gods forbid that I speak when the gods do not want me to speak.
Very well then. Are you now suggesting we should go along with what he has we said we should do?
My others, please, can we just go on with whatever we're doing? We do not have much time to waste. And I strongly believe that the silence of the gods in this situation simply means that they're in support of this.
I think so too. Yes. If the gods are not in support of this, they would have spoken. But they did not, which means they are in support. Please, my people, I beg of you, let us make hay while the sun shines. At least he came with a solution. Let us not delay, please. Delay is dangerous.
This is strange.
Very strange indeed. I honestly do not believe that the elders will agree to do that, which you asked them to do.
I didn't see it coming that easy, especially with the presence of the chief priest. But the whole thing goes a long way to show that the gods are still in charge.
I knew all was not well with that Johnny, but he didn't want to listen to me.
Uzodima, please. Please, let's not go there. The most important thing right now is he's back with his life and with a better solution.
And what better solution are you talking about? Tell me, what better solution? Ikenna, bringing that woman and her daughter here, will it be a solution to our problem?
You don't know these people. I know them.
Ikenna, how much do you know them? You tell me, how much do you know them? Just few days you spent with them, and you claiming to know them. Listen, Ikenna, I will advise you as a good friend. Look for a maiden here. Get married to her. Perform the sacrifice and save us from this headache.
Ikenna, I think Uzodima is right. And he's making a serious point. I think you should try and listen to him.
I've made up my mind. I'm on the right track. And my chi will never let me down.
Anyoko, I do not believe that you could yield so easily to whatever he said.
I don't understand.
How can you just accept what she said, just like that, knowing fully well that you are the chief priest of this our kingdom?
Why?
I don't trust that young man. Supposing everything he said will lead to our destruction, destroy every one of us. Supposing. It's just my thinking now. So I'm just thinking about it. I'm listening.
The silence of the gods these days troubles my heart. As a matter of fact, I am scared.
Scared? Scared, did you say? Hey.
Oh no! We really need to tread with caution. Serious caution.
Ọ na-abụ ebe ezuru dibịa si gbara ya afa na amaghị ebe a na-asụ ubi kwuru mkpu ukwu jiri ya na ọ bụrụzi ibo.
Mimi, I'm so disappointed at you. What is all this? I mean, you knew what you were doing all along. But why? What did I do to you? Why did you accept to marry me in the first place when you knew you can't let go of him?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You know, there's nothing to forgive. There's nothing to forgive. You're a devil. You want to kill me.
No. Please don't take it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't you know the consequences of what you just did? You know, I hate to admit that Olamachi was right all along. But what did I ever do to you? All I did was love you with all my heart. How did I wrong you? You see this whole thing? This whole joke you call marriage? It is over this night. So you will go in there, pack those your filthy things, because you're leaving this compound first thing in the morning.
Oh no, ma, please help me beg your brother.
May the ghost twist your mouth to the back for calling my name. Did I not warn you? Did you listen to me? It will be over my dead body that by tomorrow you're still in this house. And let me tell you something. Going to your father's house will not solve this problem alone. You await the wrath of the gods.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it would never happen again. Please look at me now.
Come on, get out.
Don't leave me alone.
If you touch me, I'll see you slap.
Honey, I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something. I'll leave you this house tomorrow. Did I not want you? Follow us, so.
Honey, I'm sorry.
The ways of God is not the ways of man. There is time for everything. Daughter of light, she's a daughter of light. Daughter of light. She's a daughter of light. In this life, all we need is faithfulness. Daughter of light, as you our spirit is ready for the rightful person. She's a child of destiny. Daughter of light. Child of divorce. Daughter of light. She's a child of destiny.
You are now fully fortified. The gods are with you.
Nay, I have this strong feeling that we need you on this journey.
You have nothing to be afraid of. You will go and conquer.
Ikenna, I understand your fear, but I assure you nothing will go wrong.
I will be here to monitor the whole process and to support you spiritually. Please, remember all I told you to do as soon as you step into Enyato Kingdom. Do not forget.
We heard everything you said, and I promise we will not forget any of them.
We will do all you ask us to do to save the kingdom.
May the gods be with you.
You say...
You may go.
The ways of God is not the ways of man. There is time for everything. Daughter of light, she's a daughter of light. Daughter of light, she's a daughter of light.
Mother, you shouldn't have given him your consent to go ahead with his idea.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you not the reason we're in this mess? Are you not?
All I am saying is, he said he was going to be here yesterday, but he did not come. Today again, he said he was going to come. Up until now, we've not seen him. So how are we sure that he is coming today? Or is ever going to come? That's my point.
Listen, I've decided to put everything in the hands of the gods. If the gods decide that my husband should die in this cause, so be it.
May the gods forbid that my father dies or anything happens to him. My father will not die.
Pray harder. Did you hear me? Pray harder. Pray that the gods hears your prayers.
Gods of Enyato Kingdom, I come in peace. I have no evil intention against this kingdom. Rather, I have come to help save this land from the hands of the evil ones. As I step into this kingdom with the great son of the soil, I ask that you protect us and all the good people of this land. As I drop this Inzu on the land, may all the charms on this land be neutralized and all the evil men in this land be exposed. The tears of a man crying in the rain is only known by that same man. What causes the unpleasant smell coming from a he-goat comes from within that he-goat.
Oh, listen to me, woman. Are you here to show off your little prowess in Proverbs? Or you are here to heal our sick king and save our land from the evil spirit of death that has been hovering around and tormenting us? Listen, if you think you can use Proverbs to talk to us, I will shock you. Because we have men here who will speak in Proverbs and they will definitely put you to shame. Don't try me. So go straight to the point.
Exactly. Exactly.
You have a great point, Ono. Young woman, go straight to the point and do exactly what brought you here.
A man who does not know where the rain started beating him will not know where it will end. The king knows something some of you here do not know.
What nonsense are you talking about? What nonsense? You were brought here to heal the king and cleanse the land. That is all. Why are you here talking about something else and doing something else? Are you all right?
The king will not be healed. This kingdom will not be free from evil unless the king confesses his atrocities.
Shut that your white mouth. Oh. Do you realize the kind of person you're talking to? If you have nothing meaningful to say, shut up!
Eye of the gods. Allow her. I don't see any problem in this. Huh? If she says the king has a confession to make, the king is here. Let him talk to us with his mouth. Huh? You don't speak for someone you have not heard from.
Which incancal confession is that? Shut up!
I have not done anything wrong. I have no confession to make to anyone.
The king has not done anything wrong. Did you hear that? You, did you hear that? Or are you deaf?
My elders, please. Let's allow her do what she has come to do. Please.
I think Ikenna is right. Yes. Let her do that for which she has come. Please.
That's it.
Go ahead.
As a wine.
I call on Ogugu, the great god of Enyato kingdom. I call on Anyanwu, the great god of the sun. I call on Allah, the great god of Mother Earth. I call on all the spirits that lives in the river, the trees, and all the plants around. I call on all the ancestors of this great kingdom to come, for the time has come to liberate this great and peaceful kingdom. To come, the time has come to expose all the evil in this land. Let the truth be revealed now.
The gods did not choose you.
Ayam. I mean, after all I did, all the sacrifices I performed, yet I am not chosen. Huh? Life is not fair. Ayam, please do something. Help me. Please.
As you can see, my hands are filled. So tired, I cannot do anything. There is nothing I can do at this very moment.
Anyoko, please. Anyoko, please. Eh? You are the chief priest of this kingdom. I believe you. You
are capable of doing anything. Help me. I am going all out here before your shrine. I am bound to give you double of all I have earned. Everything will be double upon double, just to make sure that you foresee the possibility for me to become the king of this kingdom. Please, and I am promising you before your shrine that you will be maintained as a chief priest during my reign as a king. I am begging of you. You can do it. Ayoko, please.
Hey! Kadi. Come and get you for the choose blue monument and Robin. Instead of me to overfeed myself and end my life on the way, let me stab myself and get home safely. Get home alive. Why are you asking me, ordinary mortal, to get myself involved in such temptation?
Ayoko, we will be friends for years. To you think you are mortal. But to us, you are invisible. You commune with the gods. I beg of you, help me, Ayoko, and I'll be forever thankful. I am swearing before your shrine that I will do as I've promised. I am going to replicate this in 3 folds. In 100 folds, I'll come back being all thankful. Do. Eh? Listen. Ayoko, you're my friend. I want to become the king of this kingdom. Before your shrine, I swear I will favor you. Please. I want to become the king of this kingdom. You must make me the king, Ayoko. I want to become the king, Ayoko. I want to be a king.
Now, how did it go?
Amazi, it was a difficult situation, a difficult task. It is as if like someone trekking from Cape to Cairo. But at the end, may the gods be praised, that I was able, in fact, the gods were able to convince him. Amazi,
You mean you were able to convince?
Consider yourself the next Onowu and the king after me.
Hey! 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 You mean I will be to you? Of course. And hey! And my son Obinna will marry your daughter, and the princess, and then you will not become the lineage. Our lineage. Oh yeah.
Amaze, let us not lose this sight of the bigger picture. You know, Uduma Obiako is the one the gods have chosen. What do we do?
That weakling, Uduma Obiako. Oh. On Naga. He's gone.
Let's go and celebrate.
Consider him gone. Gone. Let's go and celebrate.
Over.
Over and out.
Let's go to Mamuju place. When I will touch there, you take one bottle. I take one bottle.
Yes, Okuchi. I am on my way to your place.
Hope there is no problem.
Definitely there is no problem. I just want to have a talk with you.
Whatever it is that you want to say, make it brief. Because I am on my way to see my sick mother. and my daughter who is taking care of her.
Oh, I will be brief. But that reminds me, Okuchi, majority of our people here in this land do not know and will not believe that you have a child. Just because you sent her away at a very tender age to go and stay with your mother. Who knows how big and how old that your child is now?
She has grown so big.
Good. You see, it is about what I discussed with you last time concerning...
May the gods forbid that I should be part of such evil. The people of this kingdom must have the person that the gods have chosen to lead them as a king.
Okuchi. N'uru a na-erite na nkwụ karịrị ụtọ nkwụ na isi nkwụ. Yes, the benefit we derive from drinking is far more than the aroma and the taste of the drink. Think about what you stand to gain.
I do not care about whatever you want to offer me. The goddess of virginity that I serve will kill me if I should do what you ask me to do.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Please. Oh, forgive me. Forgive me, please. Oh. My people. Please forgive me. Forgive me. Please forgive me. Forgive me, my people. I didn't want to do it on my own. It was actually the king that pushed me to doing it. Please have mercy on me. Oh, it was the king. Yes. If you can find a place in your heart to forgive me, I promise I will never do it again. I will never do anything like that in this kingdom. My daughter, please. Let this cup pass away from me. I'm innocent. It was the Igwe. Igwe was on my own. Igwe came to me and said he wants me to join him in his evil quest of becoming the Igwe, and he will make me know I never wanted to become. I am not a greedy man. I am not in a hurry to own. Hey! Because forgive me, my people. Forgive me. Take your Igwe alone, but let me have peace of mind. Hi!
People of Enyato Kingdom, these men are evil. They ganged up and killed Uduma Obiako, the same man the gods chose to be the king of this great kingdom. They did not just stop there. They framed up my mother, Okuchi, and banished her from this kingdom for a crime she knew nothing about. They did this to cover up their evil act.
Igwe, why? So you did this? Igwe, why did you kill my father? A man who has done nothing to you.
Desist from calling an evil man Igwe before the gods takes your position away from you and twist your mouth to the back.
As a wine, great daughter of the gods, what do we do? Maka onabu isa adelununu isa abatopo. Onya na-edu edu na ajụ ajụjụ tupu ọ gaba. So, what is the way forward?
The gods have decreed that they all be banished from this great kingdom. And Ikenna be crowned the king of this great land. You can consult any seer or divya to confirm this message. Gods of Enyato kingdom, I have done that which you have sent me to do.
Your Majesty, we thank the gods for a successful coronation and the official takeover of this great palace that belongs to the entire people of Enyato Kingdom. But the offices of Onowu and Ezemo are still vacant. And these must be filled before your first ofala. That is why we have come to reason with you. Let us put heads together and know the way forward.
Your Majesty, he's very correct. You know, the former Onowu's village is no longer represented in this cabinet. So we have to choose someone that will represent them. And from amongst us, you choose who you deem fit to be the next Onowu.
It's okay, it's okay. I've heard all you said, and I've actually thought about it. And all that will be taken care of on the next Afro Market Day.
Oh.
Yes. And I promise to lead my people very well with the help of my Lolo. We'll make sure that our people are happy and everything will go on fine.
As it pleases you, Your Majesty. Igwe.